Kashi is the abode of Lord Vishwanath or Vishveshwara, the Lord of the universe. And it's believed that Shiva himself placed the Jyotirlinga, one of the 12 Jyotirlingas according to Adi Shankaracharya, there, and Kashi has been a place of worship from time immemorial. This Shivratri, let's look at the history of Kashi Vishwanath Temple. Feeling so blessed to make this video. Also, today is Women's Day, but we don't really celebrate anything communist around here. But I can tell you that it's okay to be cute and happy. According to Shiva Mahapurana, Lord Brahma, the Lord of creation, and Lord Vishnu, the Lord of preservation, had an argument amongst them as to who is more superior, or a debate about the supremacy of creation itself. So, in order to test them, Lord Shiva appeared as a pillar of light and asked them to find the end or the beginning of this pillar of light. And this pillar of light that pierced the three worlds is known as the Jyotirlinga. Now, Mahavishnu and Lord Brahma split either way, and one went upwards and one went downwards to find the end or the beginning of this pillar of light. When they returned, Lord Vishnu admitted his failure in finding the end, but Lord Brahma lied. And Lord Shiva appeared as another pillar of light, Jyotirlinga, and he cursed Lord Brahma for deceiving him or lying, and he said that Lord Brahma would never be worshipped as a deity or a temple would ever be built in his name, and he blessed Mahavishnu to be worshipped till the end of time. So that is the legend behind Jyotirlinga. Jyotirlinga means a pillar of light. And Adi Shankaracharya, in the stotram that he wrote, Dwadasha Jyotirlinga Stotram, talks about 12 Jyotirlingas spread across Indian subcontinent. And I want to ask you guys a question. Do you know about the 4 dhams, and do you know if there are replicas of the 4 dhams in Kashi Vishwanath Temple? Please let me know in the comment section. I'm hoping some of you would have visited Kashi Vishwanath Temple. We know that there is mention of Kashi Vishwanath Temple as an important place of worship and spirituality since ancient times. It would have been so simple if there was an ancient temple with an ancient Jyotirlinga there, which still stands to this day and worshipped as it is. But history is much more complicated than that. The truth is ugly. So let's look at the history of Kashi Vishwanath Temple in this video. The original temple in Kashi was known as the Adi Vishveshwara Temple, and in AD 1018, the Ghaznavite army runs through Varanasi, but they do not touch the temple, but plunders other temples and leave Varanasi in partial ruin. But the Adi Vishveshwara Temple was destroyed by Qutb-ud-Din Aibak in AD 1194 when he was the commander in the Muhammad Ghori army. But the idea of Vishwanath or Vishveshwara cannot be raised from the minds of the people. Maybe as a counter to that, in AD 1236 to 40, Razia Begum, the daughter of Sultan Iltutmish, built a mosque called Razia's Mosque, right at the exact same spot where Adi Vishveshwara Temple once stood. But before the end of 13th century, the Vishveshwara Temple was rebuilt in another location near the Avimukteshwara Temple. There is also a narrative that during the plunder of Muhammad Ghori in 1194, the Avimukteshwara Temple was destroyed and the new Kashi Vishveshwara Temple was built in that place. That was once again demolished by mid-15th century, either by Hussain Shah Sharki or Sikandar Lodi. But the generations after generations of Hindus never gave up when it came to the Kashi Vishwanath Temple. But then we also have the Mughal period coming up. It was during Akbar's reign that Kashi Vishwanath Temple was rebuilt again or rebuilt. It was built by Maharaja Man Singh of Amir, under the supervision of a great Telugu Brahmana Narayan Bhatt. Raja Todarmal, the finance minister or Diwani Ashraf in Akbar's court, finished the Kashi Vishwanath Temple in 1585. And does that temple stand the test of time? Not really, because the reign of Aurangzeb is coming just around the corner. So in 1664, Aurangzeb attacked Varanasi, Kashi and the Kashi Vishwanath Temple. But the brave Naga Sadhus defended it. James H. Lotefeldt. I'm really bad with names. I hope I did not just butcher it. On Battle of Gyanvapi from his book, The Illustrated Encyclopedia of Hinduism, he writes this. Battle reportedly fought in Banaras by Naga aesthetic warriors of the Mahanirvani Akhara. According to a handwritten book in Akhara's archives, in 1664, the Akhara soldiers won a great victory near Gyanvapi well. If the story is true, this battle may have been a contributing factor in Aurangzeb's decision to raise the Vishwanath Temple in 1669. So it couldn't just be iconoclasm that was in Aurangzeb's mind, but also to punish Hindus or the Sadhus for their rebellion or the fight for saving their faith. And as we see, in 1669, he returns and he razes the Kashi Vishwanath Temple to the ground once again. And the Gyanvapi Mosque, originally called the Alamgiri Mosque, which is after Aurangzeb's name, is built on top of the ruins of the newly built Kashi Vishwanath Temple. And that was finished in 1678. The facade was molded partially on the Taj Mahal's entrance. The plinth of the temple was left largely untouched to serve as the courtyard of the temple, and the southern wall, along with its cusped arches, exterior moldings and toranas, was turned into the Qibla wall. Other buildings in the precinct were spared. James Prinsep drew this famous picture of the Kashi Vishwanath Temple, which is quite illustrative of the condition of the temple and the mosque. After the decline of the Mughal period, a few Maratha rulers tried to demolish the mosque and build the temple in its place once again, but they all failed. And it was Rani Ahilyabai Holkar, the daughter-in-law of Malhar Rao, who rebuilt the temple that is still standing today. And it was built in 1780, that is 111 years after its demolition by Aurangzeb. It is believed that in one of her dreams, she realized that it was her responsibility to rebuild the Kashi Vishwanath Temple. So she visited Kashi, saw the temple, and she decided to rebuild it with the permission of her ancestors. She chose the site the immediate south of the Gyanvapi Mosque, and her temple was modeled on what was described in Kashi Kant, which is a part of Skanda Purana. Rani Ahilyabai is a great leader and an administrator who deserves to be talked about much more. Her story is so inspiring. Actually, I should have made a video on her on March 8th, the Women's Day. But if you already know about her, please share her inspiring story and how her administration was in the comments below. I will also definitely make a video on that. In 1835, Maharaja Ranjit Singh of Sikh Empire donated 1 ton of gold, which is now adorned in the dome or on the dome of the Kashi Vishwanath Temple. The Hindus are demanding the Gyanvapi lands to be reclaimed as part of the temple complex, which was where Kashi Vishwanath Temple once stood. The ASI survey also confirms that there are layers and layers of temples and other structures beneath the mosque. And as you already know, the Gyanvapi Mosque, the wall of the Gyanvapi Mosque is now open for Hindus to worship. What will follow in the case of the Gyanvapi Mosque and the Kashi Vishwanath Temple needs to be seen in the coming years. We just can't simply predict what would happen. But what do you think should happen? What is your opinion on the Gyanvapi Mosque issue and the issue of the Kashi Vishwanath Temple? Please let me know in the comment section, and please be respectful, please. I did not make this video to instigate any kind of negative feelings on Shivratri. I was just saying the complex history of Kashi Vishwanath Temple. Most histories are complex and ridden with conflicts. It's not personal. So I hope you found this video interesting and informative. If you did, please hit the like button and share it with somebody else. Don't forget to subscribe, more videos are coming. So have an awesome time. Thank you. Hi guys, and here is the first book I have written, Life in a Ziploc Bag. Please check it out on Amazon or Flipkart. And it's also available for direct buying from the publisher itself. All these links are given in the description. Grab your copy now. Thank you.